we're going to run for you today a little bit of a taster of what Continuum is as a program. And because of that and everything, the first thing I want to do is run a pop quiz. Yeah. And all the information that you've just learned there and everything. And who do you go to first? First protocol was?
Francis.
Francis, yeah. Good. Okay.
He was listening.
Yeah, he did something there. That was really, really good, because I was about to say, I just got to take a look care of a little technology here, and to get myself sorted out and go from there. My name is Ronald and I, along with Catherine Fitzsimons and Jackie Wren, are the Continuum Network. We also have with us today Jim Nolan from the IE Network, who's also going to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing. But just to let you know a couple quick things. From my own background, I was set free in April of 2009 as GM of a company called GSM Exchange. Prior to that, I was sitting on an exclusion contract as a trainer from a company called SOS School of Sales, which I sold in 2007. And it was a recruitment company, and I was precluded from working in the industry for 4 years. Luckily, they went bust after 18 months, and so I was able to enter into the industry again after that. But I want to talk to you a little bit about what Continuum is and what the ideas behind it are, and then give you a couple of quick things about where we're going and how we're progressing this morning anyhow. In about 10 minutes, we're having a break. No, we're not having a break in 10 minutes. We're going to run slightly behind schedule.
They don't know the time. They didn't know the timetable, so tea break doesn't.
Yeah. There will be a tea break about 1:15,
Yeah.
which will be fine for
I
that.
got fresh hot water.
And we'll get some hot water on it. Because basically, Continuum really is about coffee and tea and biscuits.
Biscuits are very important.
Biscuits are very important because it's a network that's set up to look at things like work readiness and work search. Okay, do you guys know what work readiness means? Yeah?
That you can hit the ground running.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. That you can hit the ground and actually perform again as an employee or in the function that you were last in. Because those of you who may have been longer in the position of between businesses, between functions.
You'd have to recertify, requalify.
Yeah. Well, I have to re-qualify most Monday mornings. It's like because the fact that the longer you stay away from a function, the harder it is to do it. You run, in most businesses, you work in something called flow. Rather than thinking about what you do, what you actually do is do what you do. And you don't think about it. After 6 months of being away from something, you tend to have to think about it more. It's good, because you're actually consciously competent about what you're doing when you go back in. Actually, you'll perform if you started a new job better than you probably performed while you were doing something that you've done for 10 years. So it actually is good for us, actually being, the whole thing of having the economy shooken up is a good thing for us. So we're going to look at work search. The organization looks at work search, it looks at work readiness, it looks at networking opportunities. How many of you guys knew what the partnership did? Before you heard it? Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we didn't really need those guys to come in here because of the fact that you knew. It is nice to hear it because now everybody here knows. But the thing is that somebody in this room may have been able to give us all the information that we needed had we sought it out. And before such time as you got in Mary to come in and talk to you about what the network provided on her side. And before you looked at Fiona. Francis. Jesus. Yeah, at least I'm terrible at names here. So the idea is networking opportunities are about tapping into other people's knowledge. It's about tapping into what they have. It's about business skills, and sometimes it's about actually matching your business skills with other people's. Put together business opportunities for you. And some of it is about just really connecting the dots. The best thing about Continuum and this type of network is about connecting the dots. There's a lot of things out there that you don't know about. And you don't know what you don't know. Until such time as you're actually in front of someone who has the information. And it's about sharing stuff. The more you talk about what's going on in your life with other people, the more likely it is that somebody else will be able to tell you stuff that you're missing that you need to help you out. And vice versa. Yeah. Together we all achieve more. What was that? A team. Together everyone achieves more.
Together we're stronger.
Yeah, together we're stronger. So that's the purpose of Continuum. It is not a pilot program. I started off with a program that we all three did something called the Executive Networking Program. Anybody else do that? Oh, yeah. I was involved in something called How to Eat Chocolate that I delivered back in 2009, which is a similar type of program. The IE Network came along in 2010, and I've been a constant member for the last 3 years, or it's actually it's almost 3 years now. And those programs, before that, organizations like the Partnership have been around for a while. I was in something called Get Teleworking in 1999, which was a skills-based organization that helped people to gather together their strengths. This type of network is not fresh and new, but what it is about actually utilizing our skills and abilities to gain more. The IE Network has, since November, we have been running weekly with regular meetings at which we experience what you're going to slightly experience today. Because we're going to get a taster of it. Why is all this stuff important? What's it mean? Why should anybody be doing this?
I'll give you an example. The executive networking program I started last September, finished in November.
Yeah.
I got an email last night with a job spec from one of those guys that I've been in touch with for 4 months. That's going to start.
Anything else?
Installing confidence back into oneself.
Yeah. There's more.
Skillful.
Gaining? Or are you talking about looking at...
Well, if you don't know how to do something, somebody else might.
Actually, if we go around the room and everybody said why, there are more reasons than everyone in the room. We all have our own reasons for hooking into this type of thing. Some people actually want to experience the talking side of this. And so part of what we'll do here is experience sharing knowledge. And part of what we do here is experience the opportunity to talk amongst ourselves, networking. So let's cover more of the stuff about what, and then think about why. Because I want you to go back into the break time and think about what you want to get out of it. And go from there. I say it's because it doesn't take too long to become an outsider, which is the biggest issue for me. Because I started off as an outsider. And a lot of people hear in my accent immediately that I wasn't born and raised in Red Farnham, although I've been there in the sort of area for a long time now. I've been in Ireland for over 26 years. And so a lot of people come up to me who are less than 26 years of age and say, oh, you're not from here. Yeah, I've been here longer than you. It doesn't take long to find that you're an outsider if you're not interacting with other people. And it doesn't take long before that can become a problem for some people. So it is important that we actually interact with others. Life doesn't stop when you stop moving. And the issue is that you have something around the position where if you're in employment, you generally continue to develop your skills, knowledge, and attitude. When you are in between, that can sometimes be a problem for some people. I know a lot of people who will never get back into employment. And they don't know it yet, but I know it. My previous life, I owned a recruitment company. So I have a little understanding about what it takes to actually get back in there. I also have an 8-page CV.